Hello and welcome to the Big Sport Pod. It's a brand new series and a brand new format. Two comedians face each other to see who has the best sporting knowledge. This is designed to be played along at home, so if you need a bit of extra time, just pause the episode. Now over to me in the studio to meet this week's guests. Hello and welcome to the Big Sport Pod. We've got another lovely episode with two wonderful comedians. Today we've got the wonderful Rich Spalding and Ali Woods.
What's up?
No, we have to start with you, Ali. That was a confident entrance.
Yeah.
Is that your new thing now? What's up?
What's up? What's up? I'll say that. I'll bring it back.
Yeah.
We never left.
No, it's never gone anywhere.
But what's up is what I'm saying to people.
That's what a lovely start to the pod. I've made it awkward by really zoning in on it. I mean, we could have just let that flow.
Yeah. Well, it's awkward because my greeting is what's up, what's up, what's up.
Oh, so, no.
I've been doing that a while.
3 what's ups. Okay.
I'm very excited to have you both.
You could do 4.
We could do. Okay, should we do this again?
Yeah, why not?
We've got the wonderful Ali Woods and Rich Spalding.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, what's up, what's up?
What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? And anyone who identifies as other. Right. Are you ready for some sport-based joy?
Yes.
I think so,
Before we begin, I'd love to know about your history in sport. I'll start with you, Rich. Have you got, what was sport like for you growing up? Was it a big part of your life or was it not so much?
It was, but it was a largely painful part of my life. I was very small as a child.
A lot of children are.
A lot of children are. I was even smaller than most children.
How small are we talking? Because you're quite a tall guy now.
I'm like average height now, but until I was 16, I was the smallest person. Not just in my year. Yeah, I really shot up when I hit puberty. I was very small, so I used to play rugby, and I was quite good at passing and rubbish at everything else. And I was good at passing because whenever I got the ball, I was so scared of getting hit that I just threw it.
Were you like a winger vibe, where you were just like...
I was a scrum half.
Scrum half?
I'd hide behind the big boys, get the ball, throw it to the other big boys, and then just duck. And that was my role.
I loved it. Were you forced to do rugby at school as well?
Yeah. I had to do rugby at school.
I had like a little chip on my shoulder, I think. Because I was slightly overweight in school and I had a sort of overweight chip on my shoulder where I was like, I'm still going to try really, really hard. And I used to really try hard without any of the ability in rugby. I remember once getting tackled within the first 3 minutes of an inter-tutor rugby tournament, and my leg was dead within seconds. And I thought, I don't think this is a sport for me. And then I took up badminton. Nice. So, you know.
And then you fucking got tackled in that one as well. Got tackled 3 minutes into that game.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus Christ.
Very violent contact sport.
Yeah.
You get a shuttlecock in the leg, that'll do it.
I had a bit of stand-up on it, so I'm going to try not to drift into old stand-up. But basically, my doubles partner once got a shuttlecock to the eye in it, and he had to get glasses.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Badminton injury.
There's no safe sport.
We play
That's the problem.
But we play for the county, so I played for the county of Avon, so I was quite good.
Yeah. Was this after the doubles partner got glasses?
Yeah. Some would say I shouldn't have smashed it into it.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna have to leave the doubles partnership. Oh, I'm gonna have to sign up with that other dude who's really good.
The guy with both eyes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Both eyes. That's how you tell them apart. Yeah. Who's that guy with both eyes?
Which is the one that had the eye injury? Oh, the eye patch guy.
Yeah.
Not very good depth of perception. Anyway, Rich, so you played rugby. Did you go on from rugby, or did you just...
Well, no, I played rugby, I think largely because my dad wanted me to play rugby, and he was then the coach of our team. And my highlight was under 11s, I was Kidderminster Carolian's most improved player.
I know, yeah.
Most improved.
Which, when your dad's the coach and you get most improved rather than best player, it says you're not really cut out for a career in rugby.
Yeah.
So I stopped rugby, I played football for a bit, and then all the boys playing football got even bigger, and they started tackling me. I didn't like that either, so I largely retired. I sometimes beat my girlfriend at squash now, but...
that must feel good.
It does feel good, yeah. It feels really good.
Yeah.
It's good to just get some authority back in the relationship every now and again, you know.
Take it to the squash court.
Yeah, exactly.
If you've got a personal issue,
if I lose an argument, I'm like, right, I'm booking a squash session. 7:40, get your shorts on, and I thrash her.
Ali, do you have the same relationship with your partner?
I also, if ever I'm feeling upset, I play Rich's partner at squash. It really honestly does boost a lot of your serotonin. I mean,
it's a relief because she says she meets Ali for 40 minutes every Friday, and I'm like,
comes back
hope it's
sweaty.
squash. Yeah, hope it's squash.
No, weirdly, she doesn't come back out of breath.
Keeps getting a ball in the eye.
Yeah,
but I don't know what that means.
So well, you know what is similar here? I had delayed puberty.
I was a late puberty boy.
Well, that shows
And
why
we're
we're
all
all trying to be
comedians.
funny.
Well,
Yeah.
look at us all being.
That's a
like,
way
look at
to
us with
wrestle back
beards
control.
now, to an
Yeah.
extent.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say mine's like on the cusp, but you know.
It
You've got
counts.
good coverage though, but that's a personal decision, I think, isn't it, to keep it that?
I do keep it short and
like,
trim
yeah.
because I'm very clean cut nowadays, boys.
Yeah, that's true.
famously.
That's why you started a sport pod.
That's why I've started.
That's why you get
Sport
buff
pod.
for the sport pod.
Get buff for the sport pod.
So how late were you to puberty?
So I had testosterone injections.
Like Lionel Messi.
Because and we've had similar careers since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, when I was 17, still nothing was happening. So then
Mhm.
then the doctor gave me some testosterone injections.
Really?
I had a course of 3, once a month for 3 months. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then I grew loads in like 1 year. I just grew.
Did
Yeah.
anyone else sort of just like find it the most humiliating aspect about them was the fact that their voice hadn't broken and that no hair was anywhere and that school was like PE was the most harrowing experience of their lives and like every single time, and I was also in a choir, so I was very much top soprano level trying to be a tenor. Do you know what I mean? Like I found that
the bloody
humiliating.
choir bullies when when your balls haven't dropped.
Yeah. This makes me sound like I come from a very grand school. I can appreciate it.
What,
really
the Institute
wasn't.
Cup and the high soprano at the choir?
Yeah, well.
I mean, sounds like Soul of the Earth comp to me, isn't it?
Where'd you grow up,
Genuinely,
Croydon?
it looks like a prison. It's
Wow.
Well Community School, shout out.
Yeah.
Known for its, it got shut down because of too many stabbings. That's its
Really?
racist,
How many's too many
recent
stabbings at a school?
thing. I just said the word racist. That's its race thing. It's not what I meant. It's most recent achievement, but it's now been taken over by another school.
Oh, with
Yeah.
fewer
Well, they've moved in.
stabbings.
Fewer stabbings, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair.
keep it to under 3 a month.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
that's
problem.
good.
That's the promise anyway.
That's
But
the
that's
aim.
that's.
But I feel like I have
A
to say that, like,
benchmark.
no, I'm not from a posh school, but I don't. Posh schools are great as well. It just sounded very grand when I was like, yes, when I was part of the choir, and it sounded a bit boarding school. But
Isn't it good if you're in the choir and your voice isn't broken? Doesn't that keep
Oh,
you
I
in
was
there with
angelic.
the? Yeah, exactly.
Where's the street cred for the angelic sopranos?
Yeah,
That's what I want to know.
We're getting all the popularity. Oh man!
So I guess your choir master was the one person who was like, I really hope he doesn't go through puberty anytime soon because no one else can hit the notes that Joe hits.
I mean, there was a moment where that we were all kind of not concerned, but there was a genuine like, how long can you keep up the top melody, like the top harmonies? Because I used to write a lot of music in school. Music was very much my area. I used to love the music block, and it used to be my little home. And I'd sort of sing with the girls, do the top harmony over the girls. It was always that's how I discovered.
Bassy women.
That's how
Bassy women in
I
the
discovered
school.
I could sing doing karaoke with like some of my gal pals.
Yeah.
And I was doing the top harmony on top of them, and then I just because it felt like the natural thing. I was like, oh, I really like singing, and then I went into the choir through that, and then I was like, oh, my voice will probably break at some stage. I mean, I'm year 9 now; it's got to be like soon, and it didn't probably until about year 10.
You've
But I
had
was-
the opposite experience from mine in karaoke. That was when I realised
You
I
couldn't
cannot sing. You know when you're singing at home or do you hum a little tune, you go,
Oh,
it's not too bad,
anyone
is
can
it?
do
Yeah,
Shaggy
sounds
on
great.
the karaoke though.
Well, I wouldn't say anyone because mine is pretty exemplary, but it's more a case of I remember I invited friends. Me and my mates we all went out to karaoke, and afterwards the next day I said to my friend, I was like, did you enjoy it? Thanks for coming. And they're like, oh, I loved it. Because with karaoke normally like there's someone who's like good and shows everyone up. But you guys are all so bad. It's like I was really nervous, but it was so calming. Like
That's
you guys,
such a
And that's how you
backhanded
learn.
compliment.
and I was like, excuse me.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried really hard. Did you not hear the top? I belted that note out.
You do.
Top C.
Yeah, for me, the advice for anyone about a karaoke: quantity, not quality. I did 10 Celine Dion in a row, and after that, they have to be impressed by just
Yeah.
the sheer number.
The fact that you're still going.
The fact's still going. Yeah, I'll clear out the whole pub.
I'd say what's more embarrassing is that I used to not do karaoke for the opposite reason. That I
That you
thought I
can
was
sing.
I thought I was too good at singing.
See,
to
I
do
had the
karaoke.
same issue. So
You
you
thought you
can
were
sing
too-
as well.
You thought you were too good to do karaoke.
I was in a band
You
in
were
my
in a band?
teenage years, and I thought I was so good at singing that whenever we went to karaoke, I'd be like, "Oh no, I don't want to do it. It's showing off if I do it."
Yeah.
And then I've done karaoke recently, and no one was impressed, and some people were sort of like, "Oh, I thought you were good at singing," and I had to be like, "Yeah."
I dig
People
it
like, was it a
here.
heavy metal band, a lot of like shouting and stuff.
It was largely shouting, yeah,
Okay,
to be
okay.
honest. But in my ears back then, I thought I sounded like Kelly Jones from the Stereophonics.
But there was a sort of, because I imagine we're similar age, it was a sort of noughties era of Strokes, that kind of block party. I remember doing a block party cover in a band, an Arctic Monkeys first album cover, and I really hammed up the Sheffield accent in that, I'm going to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
And it was like the sort of singing where they all sing like that, and it was kind of, that was the era.
Yeah.
Did you used to do that?
It was, to be honest, it was mainly shouting. Now Ali says it. I was sort of screaming and it made my voice sound raspy. And so I was like, yeah, I'm like Rod Stewart.
That's
and
why
then
you're so
I was just
calm.
damaged.
That's
You
why
are
you're
a
so
very calm
now,
man.
Rich. You've got it all out.
Yeah, all the
your
anger's
teenage
gone.
years. Yeah, you've
you
done like an
bend?
ayahuasca retreat over the course of like 4 years, just shouting into a mic into the abyss.
Screaming in my
Yeah.
friend's basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's worked. I
Yeah.
am calm. Some would say I've given up, but calm is better. I'll take calm.
Was that from one of your squash sessions?
Yeah.
Well, I'm still it's so funny the idea of you being a karaoke. Rich, what are you singing? Honestly, mate,
Guys,
you wouldn't
come
want
on.
me to because
This is your time. I'll have my time on the stages. Don't worry.
yeah. Also, I don't want to. It's like you don't see Ronaldo playing five-a-side on a weekend. You know what I mean? I've got important gigs coming up,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
really get into this.
Well, I'm delighted that this discussion about rugby has turned into a lovely karaoke chat. But I'm going to drag this sort of but towards the world of sport, I'm afraid. So I'm going to just explain what the rules for the first round is, which is called Name Them. Round 1 is called Name Them. I will ask our competitors a leading question, and they simply have to write down as many answers on my list. They get a point for each correct answer. So your first question is name any team in the top half of the Bundesliga this season. So that's in the top 9 of the Bundesliga. So if you can name as many as you can there, you've got 15 seconds or so.
And do we lose points if we name one that's not in the top?
No
half
losing
or-
points here. It's just an accumulation of points.
Stoke City.
So we're gonna stop there, chaps.
God, not sure.
So how many did you?
Sir,
Yeah,
sir.
he started so he could finish.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm going to start with you, Ali. How many did you get?
I've written down 5, but I basically written down. There's 3 I know, and then 2 other big teams in Germany I've just put down there.
Okay.
I wasn't completely
Banging.
sure.
How many did you get?
I mean, exactly the same and exactly the same approach.
Okay, so Ali, I'll start with you because I started with you.
Just go down them.
Yep, just go.
Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Bayer Leverkusen, Wolfsburg, and RB Leipzig.
You got 5 out of 5 there. Spalding.
4 of the same: Bayern, Dortmund, Wolfsburg, Leipzig, and then I went for Hoffenheim.
Hoffenheim, I'm afraid, not in the top 9 this season.
Which one did you say that was top 5?
Sir.
I mean, the game's over.
Sir?
So you've given them. So I was going to try and find out where Hoffenheim.
Xabi Alonso, manager.
So
I
you
should've
got
known that.
4 there, Spalding. Just if you're playing along at home: Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, and this is in order: Leipzig, Union Berlin, Freiburg. Then there was Bayer Leverkusen, Eintracht Frankfurt. We're in the top 9 this season. Then Wolfsburg, then Mainz, which is quite a surprise in top 9. So good from them. Right, next question: how's your golf?
Absolutely terrible.
What's that?
Golf, it's a sport. Hit it with a big stick.
It's a
Right,
Volkswagen.
name any golfer that has won a major since 2018. So that's any golfer that has won a major since
Colin
2018. Let's go.
Montgomery.
You've got 15
Well, once I
seconds.
get past my 2 golfers I know, then it will be a case of create a golfer.
Yeah, similar.
Producer Lucas, do you know much about golf?
Unfortunately not.
No.
Only what my dad would tell me after he came back from his retreats.
His retreat.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dig any deeper to that. Right.
Just like golf.
Shall we stop? We'll stop there. Fabulous. Okay, Rich, name them.
Tiger Woods,
Yes?
Rory McIlroy,
I'm afraid not.
Sebi Ballesteros, who I think is dead.
Afraid not. Bit too early.
And then I've written Golf McGolf,
Golf McGolf.
which
I love it. It's a classic. The Muck. Before.
and did he or she win any?
So, no, they
okay.
didn't.
Okay.
Ali Woods.
So, incredibly, it's exactly the same technique. And the 2 I've got, Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods, I don't know if they've been
Yeah,
brought
so
up yet.
you got Tiger Woods.
So I got, and then I went for my maybe dead goal, Jack Nicklaus.
Jack Nicklaus.
I thought you'd written down Jack Nicholson.
So I was close to, and then I thought
Again, a bit before the
I
time,
only-
but one of the
yeah.
most major winners.
Yeah,
He's
so
won the most.
we'll say half a point,
golf
and then Big G.
Big G
Big G.
for golf.
G stands for golf.
So
yeah.
it was
Right,
like
yeah.
Gary Woodland.
Yeah.
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 I'm going to give you 1 point, Ali. So if you were playing along at home, John Rahm, Brooks Koepka, Scotty Scheffler, Justin Thomas, Matt Fitzpatrick, Cameron Smith, Hideki Matsuyama, Phil Mickelson, Colin Morikawa, Dustin Johnson, Bryson DeChambeau, Gary Woodland, Shane Lowry, Patrick Reed, Francesco Molinari, Sergio Garcia, and Jordan Spieth.
It's a cracking bill, that.
That's a good bill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good bill
bring
of
a
people
fives.
you may not recognise at a dinner party if you were around them. Right, are you ready for your next question?
100%.
So, name as many track and field sports as you can.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Does that include like different lengths?
Yes, you can. I'm counting different lengths, which does make it.
It's largely writing down numbers at this point.
Is it?
What's the biggest number you know?
I'll give you a bonus point for. No, I'm not going to give you any bonus points. Right, I'm going to stop you there, chaps. How many did you write down? This is quite good. This is like how much can you write in one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
9.
So we'll start with you, Rich, on this one.
Well, I started weirdly with discus.
Let's get that one out
I don't
of the
know
way
where
first.
that came from.
Love that. Yep, you got that one.
And then it's just going up 100 metres.
Yes.
200 metres.
Yes.
I missed 400 metres. I went for 1,800 metres. Then I came back to 400
There's
metres.
no 1,800 metres.
Oh, I meant 800 metres. That was the one,
800
wasn't it?
metres, so it's 3 so
Okay.
far.
Then I said 5,000 metres.
Yes, there's a 5,000
Then I said
metres.
10,000 metres.
There is a 10,000
Then I
metres.
stopped, and then I said long jump and triple jump.
So you got 7 by my count.
Okay.
Okay.
That's, I mean, quite embarrassing, but
7. That's not embarrassing. That's all right. How about you, mate?
So I'll go. So I got 100, 200, 400, 800, 1,500, 5,000, 10,000 meters.
Yes.
Different events.
Yes.
High jump, long jump, and then is it 110 meter hurdle?
Yes. 10
Well
for
done.
10 there.
well done.
That is a good one to get the.
I don't know why I went for a double two.
So-
I got to 800 meters, and then instead of writing 1,500, I went, let's go a curveball in here.
So
Yeah.
some of the missed ones for the people at home, 60 metres you could have had as well.
What? Is that-
It's a 60 metre sprint.
In the
indoor.
Nowadays.
In the indoor championships tends to be that one. You
Okay.
could also have 400 metre hurdles, steeplechase, of course. You've got pole vault, shot put, hammer throw, javelin, pentathlon, heptathlon, and decathlon. Bit of fun. I
Yeah,
thought it's
yeah.
to build up the points. Bit of fun,
That was a
isn't
lovely
it?
one.
We're having
was-
fun, aren't we?
Yeah.
That
Right.
was good.
Final one of this round. How's your tennis knowledge?
It's below par,
Below par.
as they say in tennis.
Well, that was a golf one. That's good. That's good. That's good gear.
Yeah.
Right. Name as many women's singles tennis Grand Slam champions since 2016.
Okay.
Your time starts now. There are some big ones in here, and I'm going to be honest, some one-off winners in the women's tennis because it's not been a dominant force for a while. Right, we are going to stop there.
Oh dear.
So this is since 2016. Go for it.
How many have you got?
So there's 4.
Ali, yes?
And I think 2 might be right, and I think similarly 2 were probably relevant about 14 years ago. So I'll go Serena Williams,
Yes.
Raducanu,
Yes, well done.
Venus Williams,
No
and
Venus.
Maria Sharapova.
No Maria,
Face of
I'm
everyone.
afraid. So 2 there. 2 there for you, Ali.
I've got the same 2.
So
Serena and Raducanu.
I
Serena
was gonna say
Emma.
Venus and Sharapova.
I've also got Venus and Sharapova. And then I've got, I think her name is, I've written down Misha Barton, but I think her name is Maria Bartoli or something.
Oh, it's a shame. I think I know who you were talking about. Ash Barty?
No.
No? Okay.
No, you're wrong, mate.
I think I'm thinking about Misha Barton actually, Joe.
Well, so you got 2 as well?
And then for a little laugh, I wrote down Tim Hen Woman.
Oh,
I think we can all enjoy, can't we?
That's very fun. Right, so you could have had at home Angelique Kerber, Gabine Muguruza. You could have also had Ostapenko, Sloane Stephens, Wozniacki, Simona Halep, Naomi Osaka, Ash Barty, Andreescu,
Naomi
Sophia
Osaka,
Kenin,
course.
and obviously Iga Swiatek, who's absolutely Swiatek. Sorry, she's smashing at the moment. She's won the last 3, I think.
Wow.
Krejcikova. Less
Done twice.
confident, less confident with her, and Elena Rybakina you could have had as well. Who,
They all sound lovely. And well done them.
And well done.
Little,
them.
shall we
Well done. That's. I mean, sorry.
for the
Shall we
Congratulations.
patronise
To women everywhere.
Let's patronise women. Hello, and sorry to interrupt the podcast. I hope you're enjoying it. This is just a very quick message to let you know that you can donate money to this podcast to help us create Series 2. It costs in excess of around about £500 to create a series, and I'm doing this solo at the moment, so it's quite expensive for me to continue to do. So I'd love you to help me. If you have any money at all, do follow the Ko-fi link in the episode description. If you don't have money, just spread the word, just let people know that this exists. Anyway, enough of all that. I love you. Enjoy the rest of this episode. So, the scores in that round means that it's a very big scoring round, this one, because obviously we had a big 100, which is more than the other episodes I've recorded so far. It's Ali 18. It's not all over. Rich on 14. Okay, so it's close. It's close as we go into the next round, which is the press conference round. Ooh. Round 2 is the press conference. Each competitor will get a famous sporting event. I will play the part of a journalist asking leading questions to try and guide our competitors to the right answer. They will play the part of an athlete or pundit answering my questions. They get a point for every correct answer. Right. So we're going to start with Ali. Okay. Ali, I'm going to give you the Miracle of Istanbul in 2005. Champions League final, where Liverpool famously beat AC Milan. And I want you to, if you can, so there is an extra point for pizzazz, a pizzazz point, as it were. So if you really get into the part and really ham it up with drama,
get across the feeling of the miracle.
You might not get a point in any of the questions that I'm trying to get out of you, but you could get a point for pizzazz. So it's always worthwhile, even if you don't know the event. It's a bit of a pizzazz. If you can do this from the perspective of Steven Gerrard, for instance, it would be great.
Okay. Do you want the accent?
He likes.
Do I what?
Are you going to do the accent?
We'll see what accent comes out.
You can do an accent.
So, are you ready for the press conference?
As Steven Gerrard would say, yes.
He's in the bar. I love it. It feels like he's here. I don't know. Does it feel like he's here?
He was always saying yes.
Now, Stevie, can you believe you won in that fashion?
No. No, I mean, football at the end of the day is, it's not over to the final whistle. And I just want to say thanks to all the supporters, got us over the line. And
how did you win?
Well, scored.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, we won in extra time, penalties, and it was more about the team coming together and just really not giving up. These are always these games, they're defined by moments. And we've done that tonight.
That's superb. Thank you very much, Stephen. Now, 2 goals from the Argentinian on the other side of the field that recently left Chelsea. You must admire his talent.
Yeah, Crespo. I mean, you can't. He's one of those players you can't mark. Really, you can do your best, but he'll always find space, especially with our defence. They're fucking shite. So it's lucky he only got 2 in the end of that. But no, at the end of the day, it's more about his personal quality. But I think we did well. Very lucky at the end of the day.
That's
lucky.
Superb. Thank you, Stephen.
No
and your goalkeeper, I mean, he's a real hero, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that's Dudek for you. We always say... he's a cheater. That's what we say about him. So it's good that he got away with that tonight. And I didn't know you were personally. I didn't know you were allowed to close down the penalty taker. But we're happy that the refs allowed us to do that tonight. So very lucky, as I do say.
Steven Gerrard, I feel like the perspective of a Man United fan, but I don't know. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, I wish.
I wonder where I selected this event. So, how important has your manager been for this particular victory?
Fast Spanish waiter. What more can you say? Benitez. I mean, he's a genius, really. The way he's let us go 3-0 down first to lull them into full sense of security. At the end of the day, I mean, that's what you need from a manager. He is fantastic.
Where was he from when you said the word fantastic then?
I was doing a little impression of the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there.
Well, that was a fantastic round. Thank you so much for joining me.
No worries. Just going to hand in my transfer request now. So see you later.
That was fantastic. That was 4-4, mate. It was penalties. Hernan Crespo was the player I was trying to get you to say. Yurtsi Dudek was the goalkeeper, and Rafa Benitez was the... I was very impressed by that. That's the first full house I've had in that round since started recording. And also,
You've got to know your enemy. That's it. You got to know your enemy.
Well, Man United fans love to talk and think about Liverpool. So
Yeah,
it's never the other way around. Never.
Makes a
Who
lot
do you
of sense.
support?
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was one of the best days of my life.
Ah,
Not today.
No.
Sorry, this is a good one.
it's
but-
good though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, when you come back in this, it will be like.
Oh yeah, imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine
The
from
miracle.
18-14 down.
The
The miracle of Big Belly.
Well,
Belly
you're now.
Studios.
It's now 22. Sorry, you've got 22. But
Oh,
we're going
shit.
back to the Do you remember the 2019 era?
Do.
And this was the Cricket World Cup in 2019. Now, I'd love you to do this in the style of, I don't know, like a pundit, maybe like a Freddie Flintoff or a
Okay.
Stokesy, whoever you want. But, just bring the character. So, are you ready?
Right. No, but let's do it.
Okay. Now, it's lovely to have you with us.
It's great to be here.
It's nice. Which part of England are you from? This isn't part of the quiz. I'm just...
Haven't made my mind up yet. I think I might be
Scottish.
Northern Irish. But we'll figure that out as we go.
Yeah, you've travelled.
Sorry, I got hit in the head earlier, I should say. So, continue.
So, continue. Can you believe that England have beaten that famous team?
New Zealand, I can't believe we beat when I say we, I mean us and them. We're all one. That's very much how my nation thinks about this nation. I couldn't believe it when it looked like they weren't going to win, and then they did win. It was absolutely astonishing. One of the best Cricket World Cup finals I've ever seen in my long life.
Superb. And what a venue for this occasion.
What a venue. The cricket pitch. God's venue in many ways. It's the place, the wicket, the stumps, Edgbaston, Lords, and let's not
Which
forget.
one of these do you...
It's got to be Lords, doesn't it? Sure, I'd imagine it's Lords, wouldn't you?
I
know, and no should you. Well done.
Now,
As I said, I did get hit very hard in the head earlier today, so
with a ball?
with many things.
Yeah. This is fucking brilliant. A super over is a very exciting way to finish a match. I think you will agree. Can you believe that you tied on that many runs?
Oh, I can't believe it. 12 runs each. No, I feel like it may have been even less. I think it was 11 runs each. And
for the whole of the cricket match that
for the whole cricket
the
match.
super over.
No,
So
well, in
before-
that case,
pre super over.
very, very
Sorry, I
different.
don't think I made that clear. So
No, that was on you. And, I would say it's a harder thing to remember than the name of Jerzy Dudek, I would say, out of nowhere. But 163 runs each is a canny score, no matter what sport you're playing.
And you must be so proud of the player of the match.
I'm so proud of my wee boy,
Yeah.
Ben Stokes, for the way that we were going to lose, and then he hit the ball twice with his cricket bat, and that's why we won.
It's been great meeting you. What was your name again?
Robbie Robson.
Robbie Robson. Lovely
thank
to
you.
meet Robbie Robson, everyone, in the studio. That was superb. You got 3 out of 4, and fair play, that was a horrible question.
Really?
The
What
runs one.
Which one did I get right?
So you got New Zealand. It
Okay.
was Lords.
Oh, okay.
And
fine.
it was Ben Stokes. It was 241 runs
Right.
each. That was the
11
thing I was
all.
trying to get. But I wasn't...
I was thinking like you.
It's a low-scoring game.
No, yeah. But I
So
was thinking like you.
I thought Hernan Crespo was a much harder question than he
Yeah.
made it look. So I
Yeah,
thought I needed
fair.
one little hiccup, and I thought the Hernan Crespo one was going to be that one for you. But you smashed it. So that's 4-3 out of that round. So 4-3. So that means the totals are 22 points to Ali and 17 points to Rich Spalding. It's not all over. The final round is the penalty shootout, where each competitor takes turns as the striker. The striker answers a multiple choice question, while the opponent, acting as the goalkeeper, answers a question without the choices. If a striker answers correctly and the goalkeeper doesn't, the striker scores a goal. If the goalkeeper answers correctly, they save the shot, and no points are awarded. Each goal earns a point.
Are mind games allowed, or?
Yeah, mind games are always allowed.
Okay.
I'm positively encouraged, actually.
Yeah, well, that's actually abuse. So.
For the listener, Rich Spalding just took Ali's book, threw it on the floor, and then apologised immediately afterwards.
It's technically assault.
It's
I feel
assault.
really bad.
Yeah.
Right. So your first question, Ali, as the striker, do remember who's the striker, because this can get a bit. So your first question, as the striker, Gail Ems and Nathan Robertson were Olympic medalists and world champions in which sport? Badminton, taekwondo, or table tennis?
Can I get the names again, please?
Gail Ems and Nathan Robertson.
Okay, now can you tell me what sport they played, please?
I like what you tried to do there.
It was badminton, long jump.
Badminton, taekwondo, or table tennis?
Okay, so not long jump. We'll rule that one out.
Yeah, rule that out.
So I'm going to go badminton.
You're quite right. Yes, they were a mixed doubles partner. They were. Did you know that one, Rich?
I did know that one. Yeah.
Well,
I enjoyed the idea of doubles long jump though.
I thought they might want to push each other. Just one jumps first and the other jumps. And
you have to clear your partner.
It's the goose jump.
So your linked question to this, to save the shot. So the shot is hurtling towards you as the goalkeeper. Your Yurtsy Dudek. The All England Open is held in which city? The badminton All England Open. It's always been held there, from my memory.
Okay. Is it
not multiple choice?
Oh, okay. Shit. All England. I feel like they play badminton a lot up north. I'm going Sheffield.
It's a shame. It's Birmingham.
Oh.
In Birmingham, it's one.
But Sheffield's actually where they do the doubles long jump. I probably put you off there.
You either know that or you don't, to be fair. Right, you're ready to strike?
I'm ready to strike.
Your multiple choice. So it's 1-0 to Ali in this round. Not the start you would have wanted, but look, we've still got, I'm going to be honest, quite a lot of questions.
Okay, good.
Right, Jensen Button? Jensen Button.
Yes, sorry. Rock
Robertson's back. Jensen Button won his F1 title in 2009 for which team? Was it McLaren, BAR, or Brawn?
I remember Jensen Button because he was very sexy.
Still is.
Is he still?
Oh yeah, he hasn't lost it. Just a bit older now.
Good to know. Please may I have the options again?
Sorry, yeah. McLaren, BAR, or Brawn?
I mean, the only one that I've heard of being an F1 team is McLaren. Brawn is shaving. BAR, no idea. They're probably all teams, but I'm going to go McLaren.
I'm afraid it's Brawn. It was one of the only times where a team has come in, won it, and then fucked off.
And basically. Are they related to the Razor people?
No. Brawn is in Ross Brawn. So he was the guy who created that team.
Is that right? I genuinely thought it was like the toothbrushes or something.
No, so it's not Brawn AUN. It's Brawn WN. So the link question, just for fun, just for the people at home, would have been that season.
I forgot answering this.
Who was his teammate? At that season that he won.
Well, the badminton people again. Who's his teammate?
I'll give you a hint. Brazilian. Was Michael Schumacher's teammate for a lot of years.
It's Felipe Massa.
No, it was Rubens Barrichello.
Oh, good name. Rubens Barrichello. That is a sick name.
So one of the few questions I had to write without Googling, so good fun.
Well done.
So no points there, I'm afraid. Now you're striking. You ready, Ali?
Yes, go on then.
Now we're going to the world where I really don't understand, but we'll go with it anyway. Conor McGregor lost his first fight by knockout in 2021, but who was it against? Was it Dustin Poirier? Was it Khabib Nurmagomedov? Nurmagomedov?
Bless you.
Chad Mendes.
So I think
I'm so sorry to Khabib Nurmagomedov because he can definitely fight me and win. It's just quite a long name for someone who I don't necessarily know.
So I know Conor McGregor's lost to Khabib, so I'm going to say Khabib.
He did lose to Khabib, but it wasn't by knockout. It was by submission. Dustin Poirier was the answer.
Bloody hell, the guy who solves the murders.
Yeah. Well,
he's a machine.
It is the way that I pronounce it. What's his nationality would have been the question.
Dustin Poirier?
Yeah.
Belgian?
He's American, so no points either way. You wouldn't have saved it, you wouldn't have scored. No points in that round. Right.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good
This is
stuff.
good. The people at home would be loving
the
this.
big minds on this pod.
Don't worry, we've gone to some more familiar ground now.
Okay.
Marc Marquez, a modern legend in the world of MotoGP, has won how many world titles?
MotoGP is bikes, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Has he won 2, 6, or 12?
I mean,
Just try and
it
work
is
this one
literally
out. 'Cause
how.
It's a lot of
Based on what?
It's a lot of world championships, isn't it? So you've got to
Yeah.
think about. He's sort of.
I don't know how many you would win as a biker.
Ref.
I mean, yeah.
Let him strike
He's
the
so
ball.
far behind.
Let him
mate.
strike the ball.
He's so far behind. I'm just moving the ball a couple
he's
of inches.
Giving me a couple of balls.
Yeah.
Let's say,
So it's 2, 6, or 12.
yeah. Let's say 12.
I'm afraid it's wrong. It's 6.
Mate, I was going to say 12 as well.
12 was a lot.
That was actually...
I was going to say 6, and then you said it's so many world titles. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's gotta be
why.
12.
That's why I was trying to say don't go for 12 because that's a lot of
Oh, I
world titles.
see.
For
I
one
thought you were
person
saying,
to get.
isn't it a lot that he's won?
He has won one less than which legend of the sport would have been the next question.
Rossi.
Yeah, you would have got that.
Nice. How did you know
So
that?
you would have saved it
He's
anyway.
the only biker I know, literally.
And
I
his
thought when
nickname
you said...
is.
Sorry?
And his nickname is
The biker.
the
So...
the Doctor. He's the Doctor.
Right, where's he on the
Bit of
bike
fun.
then?
Right, so we are really on terra firma now.
Okay.
Are you ready for this? Yeah. Which team finished third in the championship this season?
Okay.
Was it Middlesbrough, Luton, or Sunderland? Finished third. So this is their final position before the playoffs.
So it's definitely not Sunderland, and it's... either Middlesbrough or Luton.
Yep, those are the
Yes, don't let the process happen. I think it's Luton.
Cool. Do you know this?
I was going to say Middlesbrough. But
Okay, well, it is Luton, I'm afraid.
Oh, right,
So the
sorry.
shot is hurtling towards you. Can you
Okay.
save it? Which team finished 7th, missing out on the last day on the playoffs? So who finished 7th in the championship? Last day.
Missed out on the playoffs.
Yeah, missed out on the playoffs in 7th.
I
know this
one. Sunderland.
No, they were in the playoffs.
Millwall.
Oh, no, it
West
wasn't.
Brom?
They finished
They've
8th.
because all they
Blackburn
need
were the
Blackburn,
team.
yeah, 'cause they lost to Blackburn 4-3 on the last day, didn't they?
It was a really fun last day, actually, watching Millwall, who were 3-1 up at one point stage, throw it away.
That was a good question.
That was.
Is it
I'm
a
sorry I
question?
got it wrong.
No, so thank you. I like the other ones. There was a lot of scorn on the questions. This one was like, no, that was a football one,
Yeah,
so
well
it's
done.
fine.
I
I
understood
have to show a broad range of sports on this. This is a big sport pod, not the big football pod.
Yeah,
ladies
that's
and
very fair.
gentlemen.
It's more my insecurity of not knowing about sports.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
that was a goal, wasn't it? Because
That was a goal to Ali.
You got a goal there, Ali.
He Penenka'd
Thank
me.
God. Yeah.
You ready for your strike?
I am ready for my feeble strike. Let's see.
Max Whitlock won several gold medals in the Olympics during the gymnastics, I'm sure you know. But what was his strongest apparatus? Was it the high bar, rings, or the pommel horse?
Well, the first thing that came into my head was pommel horse.
As usual.
But I think that, yeah, I just always think about pommel horses.
What's on the question, please?
Sorry, yeah, what was the question again? Something about
Max
gymnastics.
Whitlock's.
Max Whitlock. All the information I know about Max Whitlock was in the question. He's called Matt Whitlock. He won a lot of medals in gymnastics. Rings.
I'm so sad because it is the
Was
pommel,
it pommel horse? Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's got this. He knows pommel horse. He sort of gave me a flick of recognition when I...
I was doing mind games and I've got into my own head.
Yeah,
So
well, I think I shouldn't have
The
interrupted.
next question would have been which female gymnast is the most decorated gymnast of all time?
We don't need to answer it, thankfully.
No.
So it's all good.
We'll never know.
I don't know
Very
any.
famous.
Oh, okay. Simone Biles.
Yes.
Oh.
So you would have saved it anyway. No. Right. The Lakers are a basketball team based in which part of the US?
Los Angeles.
Straight in.
I mean,
It's one of you know American sport. For me, wouldn't have known that.
really, the LA Lakers.
I don't know that.
Wow, you do now.
Don't crowd the ref.
just saying, it feels like these times have been taken from
saying. Mourinho on
He
the
got
side.
to choose first or second. This
Yeah,
could have been
that's true.
anyone's question.
It is my own fault.
But I feel this is a relatively easy question to save.
Okay.
So, the ball is
that's bad.
hurtling towards you. The
Yeah.
colour scheme of the Lakers jersey is based around purple, white, and what other colour?
Which did you say? Purple and white.
Purple, white, and what other colour?
Yellow.
Yeah, smashed it. There we go.
I got that wrong after
Did
giving
you
it
notice
away.
that
Everyone knows the Lakers. Bloody green.
Just a little bit of a peek behind the curtain. I'd written the Marc Marquez question. I thought, I think I need to have something that's just a little bit more easy.
Yeah.
This one's perhaps not so. Are you ready?
Okay.
Bowside, hammer, and sculler are all terms within which sport? Rowing, archery,
am I taking
or
this penalty?
shooting?
Yeah,
you
I
are,
did it last
yes.
time,
Yeah. Okay. I wish I wasn't. What were they again?
Bowside, hammer, and sculler are all terms within which sport? Rowing, archery, or shooting?
Rowing.
You're bang on. You're bang on.
Yes.
Now, to save,
Oh God.
who won the 2023 boat race?
Well, I'd say it's probably between Oxford and Cambridge.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm. Nice to get 50-50, isn't it?
I'm gonna just punt at it and say Oxford.
Oh, you're wrong. It's Cambridge.
Oh,
It's
there
a
you
goal
go.
for Rich Spalding, who's, again, boring. Scorn on my questioning.
Sorry.
Which he's done on a
Yeah,
few
VHS.
occasions.
He's a
now.
terrible
Don't
loser.
worry, you're going to hate this question.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, you just get. I felt that was a bit harsh from me, actually. I'm
was
just.
the
You're
goal-
really getting under, you're
Sorry,
getting under my
I'm
skin.
getting under your skin. I should be getting under his skin. And I've got under my own skin.
You're
I've
really
played a terrible game.
You're Mourinho on the sidelines, mate. Just every single decision is
Yeah.
an injustice.
Yeah. And rightly so.
Yeah.
I will wait for you at the airport.
Yeah.
Which tennis player, Ali,
Okay.
has recorded the fastest ever men's serve as recognised by the ATP? Just as a bit of disclaimer, was it Andy Roddick, Ivo Karlovic, or John Isner?
So, firstly, I'll say they're all tennis players,
Yeah, they are.
and they're all big servers.
Yeah,
I mean,
are.
Roddick was the OG when I was.
He was the
so
OG,
now
the
I.
little flicky.
Yeah, the POW.
Yeah.
So now, but I'm worried that. You know what? I'm gonna go with Isner.
You bang right. The ball is hurtling towards. You knew that, didn't you?
I did, 'cause he's really tall, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
He's
very
6'10"
tall.
or
It
something.
was only by 1 mile per hour difference.
Ah,
So
so-
Andy Roddick was second. Ivo Karlovic is sort of joint third with a few.
Right.
Coco Gauff is the top of the women's charts with that. From the
Okay.
French Open this year. She
Wow.
got 132 miles per hour.
Bloody hell.
Fucking unbelievable.
Bloody hell.
Nice,
Is
too
it?
fast.
I'm guessing that's miles per hour, kilometres per hour. I'm pretty sure it's mph though.
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
nuts. That is so fast.
Yeah.
Can't even run that fast.
So, your question to save. I feel like you might get this one.
Okay.
Which female tennis player was the first to win a slam as a qualifier?
Oh, I mean, we all remember my attempt at the female tennis players question from earlier.
This
Was
one-
it Sharapova?
It wasn't.
No.
It was. It was. I was going to say Maria Sharapova.
Yeah.
No, it was. It was
Maria
Emma Raducanu when she went
Oh,
and
of
won
course,
without
yeah.
losing a set until the final. Which was
Yeah.
mental. Really, really good. I'm afraid that is another goal for Ali. For fans of
Well done, Ali.
impartiality at home, for fans of like an even battle.
Yeah.
Right. Last question. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has retired today, at the time of recording, I should just say.
Mm-hmm.
But in which team did he spend most of his time as a player? Was it Ajax, PSG, or AC Milan? It's
That's a great question.
tricky little
That is a
question.
really good
that.
question.
That took a lot of maths
Yeah.
from me.
I mean, whenever I picture him, I picture him in an AC Milan kit. So I'm going to say AC Milan.
You bang right.
Oh,
The
thank
ball
God.
is hurtling towards you, Ali. Can you save it? Which Milan club finished higher in Serie A this year?
Inter Milan.
It was Inter Milan.
Another 50-50. Lovely. Lovely.
You could have chosen.
We have to be honest. The referees are afraid to give Spalding decisions.
And yet he doesn't help himself by getting every question wrong.
That was 3-1 in that round, I'm afraid.
The speed with which you said another 50-50.
I do want it to be this kind of bitterness, though,
Yeah.
because it just makes it so much better as a game.
Yeah.
So that means the final scores are 25 points to Ali and 18 points to Spalding. Within that, but we're going to play the decider just for fun.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the decider's worth 10 points. No, I'm joking. It's not.
This is
Your face dropped. But this is just for the people at home. If you're playing along at home and you've levelled it with your partner, husband, or whatever, here is the last question. It's another name them round. So if you can pick up your book from the floor that Rich.
Oh yes.
so
very
it's still even
unsportive.
intact.
I'll get it for you.
Oh, cheers, mate. You're probably going to spit on it or something on the way up.
There you go.
Thanks, mate.
All yours. I've written all the wrong answers in it.
I'm loving this. The bitterness. It's a joy. So your
I'll just bring a draw a big cock here and I'll still win.
so much confidence. Is that was quite a cocksure statement as
Yeah.
well.
But imagine if I draw a cock so good that I win. Joe's
Well,
just like, that's the perfect cock.
I am the kind of person that would probably award points.
He has a proper look at them.
He deserves the win
You've
for
lowered
that.
the tone.
Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
The tone was quite...
Spalding apologies.
Yeah. Your tea break teaser, I was going to say, that's countdown. That's a breakdown. Your tie break is name as many Champions League winners as you can. Your time.
Wait, players or teams?
Teams.
Okay.
So your time starts now. It's a good question, that. Champions League, as we well know, coming up next week at the time of recording.
I've got to stop writing.
So they aren't counted if you are listening at home.
I've got to stop writing. 2-word ones.
There we go. And we're going to stop there.
Stop it there.
How many did you get, darling?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 over here.
I just did 6 because I kept.
Because you've won
Like the
already.
longest ones.
Ali, give me your 6 then, sweetheart.
Deportivo La Coruña. So I went Ajax, Liverpool, Real Madrid. Oh no, 5. Ajax,
Do it slightly slower so
Sorry,
you can scan it.
5, only 5.
Okay, so
Ajax, Liverpool, Real Madrid,
yes.
Manchester United, and Barcelona.
Yep, you're bang right there. That's 5 for you.
Liverpool, Man U, AC Milan, Real, Barca, Chelsea, Inter, Porto.
That's the way
Yeah,
to do it.
that's fantastic.
2
Nailed it, all of
syllables.
them. That's all 8, isn't it?
8, yeah.
Shame.
Shame it counts for nothing.
Shame it counts for nothing, but you do get an extra point at the end, which puts your tally up to 19.
Nice,
Which
I'll
isn't
take it.
too bad. So 25-19, guys. It's been so much fun. You've been such a joy
It's
to
been
have
great.
on. We're going to just have a little chat about what you're going to be doing next in your lives, because you're very busy comedians. First with you, Rich, you've just released a new podcast.
I have, yes. It's called Our Dads Died. Sorry, a bit of a tone change from this one. It's about dads and death. I recorded with my friend Tom, who is we've been friends for 10 years. He's a journalist. His dad died. My dad also died. We used to go to the pub and talk about it, and now we're like, well, let's see if other people are interested. So we have guests on. We talk about dead dads, dead parents, dead people, and death in general. And it's funny, I should say. It is funny.
It's an
good.
important thing because as a person who genuinely death makes me kind of quite sort of nervous. But I was just listening to a brilliant book which I really recommend. I was listening to it because I'm not a great reader, if I'm honest. I'm not the best reader. Emily Dean's Everyone Died, So I Bought a Dog. It's a really good book. So just the premise, her sister died, her mum died, her dad died within the space of 2 years of each other. It was awful conditions. She does a podcast, well, a sort of radio show with Frank Skinner, so I've sort of found her through that, and then she does this brilliant podcast about walking dogs, and that's actually opened my door up to actually thinking about death in a way that isn't like I'm terrified of it. Because how have you sort of approached that topic of death in your podcast?
Well, we just always used to make jokes about it, so we've just carried on. We make jokes, we talk about it seriously, but sometimes it's nice to, if you make a few jokes and then you get like a serious bit, and then because we know each other very well, we can make a joke at the end of it. It's been
like
really
an
good.
Edinburgh show structure.
Essentially, yeah, pretty much. And the Dead Dad show is famously an Edinburgh staple. So I thought rather than do one show, I'll do a whole podcast about it.
Yeah.
And rightly so, by the way. I feel like people are sort of sometimes pour scorn on the whole idea of a Dead Dad show or the 40-minute bit where it's sad in a show. And there are certain things that I personally think it's those kind of shows are the things I get most out of because it's from a real, raw place.
And also, if your dad dies, you might as well get something out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to monetize that grief somehow, and that's what we're trying to do.
So what guests have you got
on
on?
Patreon? We've got the next week is Ishan Akbar.
Oh, lovely.
We've got Pope Lonergan coming on. He obviously works in care homes and stuff, so he's had a lot of experience with death. We've got a fantastic mortician, this guy called Victor M. Sweeney, who, if you ever Google questions to ask a mortician, there's a video of him answering the most asked questions about death and dealing with bodies. We had him on for 2 episodes because he's really funny and some of the details are incredible.
Mate, it sounds incredible. I'm really excited
It's
about
good.
this podcast.
We really like it and we're proud of it. And Our Dad's Died. It's on all the podcast places.
Oh, definitely listen to that, guys.
Brilliant.
That's superb. And your special's about to be released, Ali, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Was it filmed at Leicester Square Theatre?
It was filmed at Leicester Square Theatre in honour of Rich's dad. And
It's his favourite place.
actually, to be fair though, I'm rubbing it in your face because my dad came out and welcomed me on for my special. So
Really?
but as a ghost, to be fair. So
I'm going to be honest. I really one show sort of sort of gear change back then. That was one show where
And honestly, that's a really meaningful podcast, and we hope to listen to it. You're making some dick jokes online, am I right? Tell me about your
You're
special.
at the Leicester Square Theatre,
Yeah,
but it's a very exciting time. You got the special recorded, and that was the one. Was this Best Friend Ever? That was
Best Friend Ever, yeah, my debut. We did our debut shows at Edinburgh Fringe at the same time. The debut show did it at the Edinburgh Fringe, and now I've recorded it at Leicester Square Theatre to a wonderful audience. It'll be on YouTube 19th of June. So if you're listening to this after that, then go check it out right now on my YouTube, Ali Woods Gigs.
It's so funny. There was a real gear change there where you went into radio presenter promo voice.
You know how it is.
Yeah. His eyes went black for a second.
And I levitated off them. But it's true. But I'm trying to get better at the self-promoting stuff, because I think in British people especially, you're sort of told to always put down any sort of achievements or anything you're proud of. But yeah, honestly, I'm really proud of this special. So if you want to laugh and you want 54 minutes of comedy, something like that, then go check it out on YouTube.
I'll call it an hour.
Yeah.
I do. Mine's 50.
Or is it an hour long, but there's 6 minutes, so you're like, it's not really good.
Yeah, there's a bit where you got to go put the kettle on. When you start hearing me talking about calculators, that's your excuse. Go watch 5 minutes of something else. But yeah, no, it's I'm proud of it. So please do go check it out. I really appreciate it if you enjoy it.
Oh, guys, you have to check it out. That's very exciting. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, if you enjoy this podcast, do tell your friends. If you don't, just don't tell me. Don't tell me if you don't like it, please. Thank you. What else was I going to say? What else was I going to say, guys? Oh, yes, if you want to see me live, I've got some previews coming up there in my link tree on my Instagram, Joseph Parsons Comedy. But apart from all that, just keep yourselves safe and have a lovely time. All right, I love you. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.